Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Rimworld. So, yeah, poor moods as always. That is nothing new. I have to say, I don't know why, but I've just kind of gotten bored of this run. Like this particular... I don't know what you'd call it. This particular game, I guess. Not that... It's kind of weird because it's like, I'm not sick of Rimworld as a game, but I'm just like kind of getting bored of this particular... I don't know, series, I guess you'd call it. Oh, Shep, are you gonna get us some alpacas? And Roland, yeah, he's got sicknesses, as is often the case, it would seem. He's developed immunity, though. So that's interesting. Let me see. Yeah, the one thing I mean, I'll admit this series was kind of more or less just a learning experience for me. It was for me to get back into the game because I haven't played the game. I mean, when I played Alpha 12, I played it on rough difficulty for one because I think I didn't really play Alpha 11 that much. So Alpha 12, I really started getting back into the game a bit. But I only really made, yeah, the only amount of the game that I really played was the one series that I made. It was actually the very first series I made. But yeah, okay, that was stupid of you. Guess I'll add another one. But yeah, I kind of made this, and the reason why I tried doing this in the jungle, or yeah, the jungle, is because I kind of was just trying to get back into the swing of things in terms of this game. Got some visitors. Interesting. And honestly, it's like, I kind of realized how many things I should have chosen differently. Like, I probably should have... I've noticed the generators really aren't a good investment, so I really wish I would have just, straight from the get-go, started doing stuff like solar generators or wind generators. And I didn't know how... Like, I wasn't used to components, so I've had to realize how important components are now, especially because they're just really hard to find in general. So, yeah, this particular Let's Play was more or less just a very large learning experience. Did I make a steel wall? Jesus, why did I make a steel wall? Oh, hey, a psychic ship. It's right outside our base as well. It's actually kind of a bad spot. And the reason why, because a lot of times what I like to do with the psychic ships is I sort of just like to pick them off from a long distance, and then slowly make my way into the base, or I'll basically just flee, because what happens is that then the Mechanoids will start to... There's like a maximum range they're willing to defend, more or less. So if I can get to that range, they'll stop pursuing my characters, but the fact that... And then, you know, obviously I'll go towards the base then, while I'm fleeing, but now I can't, like, go towards the base. I have to go away from the base. So it's like my point is their area of influence, I guess you could call it, is within where our base is, which is kind of shitty. Huh. I would even consider deconstructing this wall just for the sake of trying to... Or even maybe deconstructing the whole damn wall. Or I guess just deconstructing it in front of where the turrets are. But that's the thing, is we don't have many components. I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of just getting sick of this particular series. I want to keep playing the game. I just don't want to play it on this map is my point. I'm just kind of getting... I don't know. I just have, in general, been getting sort of irritated with it. And I kind of want to start a fresh map. And I even kind of want to start out on an ice cap. And I mean, really, at this point in the game, we're obviously going to still keep dealing with raids and all that shit, but... For the most part, we've done a lot of the major projects, you know? And from here on out, really, we'd just be spending a lot of time doing all this shit. Building all the... we can actually build miniguns. Yeah, I really didn't even get into any of this. I feel like because I was worrying so much about just making my colonists survive, I didn't really worry about research at all. I don't know. I'm contemplating doing a sort of asshole move and just sacrificing all our colonists, because at this point really, I guess we're getting sort of closer to the end game. I'm sure some people won't like this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do sort of a last-minute Rambo. I'm gonna have everyone attack the ship at once, like a bunch of idiots, and just die. I know, this is really stupid. And I know some people might be irritated or mad that I'm ending it like this, but I'm really just getting sick of this particular series. And I do want to keep playing Rimworld, like I said, but I just want to do it on a fresh map with all the new things I've learned. I'm contemplating whether I really want to go through with this. You know what? I don't care. Despite some of the disappointment or hate that I might get, I'm just gonna do it. Let's see how much damage they can do. Probably not much. I guess let's try taking out them, because they're more likely to not kill us completely. And there's them. There's Mr. Shep dead. And there's Agent down. This might sound messed up, but that was kind of liberating. I've just had to sort of... I don't know. These colonists in general have just been pissing me off so much. And it's kind of nice seeing them just die. I know, that sounds really messed up now that I think about it. But, like I said, I'm just getting sick of this particular run of the game. And I've just been disappointed in some of the decisions I've made that I've just kind of decided to say screw it. And now Jester's still on a stupid little daze. I'm going to have him go Rambo soon. Leroy Jenkins. Come on, Jester, kick his ass. Do it with your bare hands. And he's dead. And now they're just gonna slowly die. They're all incapacitated. You know what's funny? I've noticed, like, usually if I get to a point like this, I just quit the game and then that's it. And you know what? I'll say that this is a canon ending. This is a fitting end. A colonist full of lunatics that finally snapped and decided to just go suicide by mech. You know, like suicide by cop, but instead of cops, it's mechanoids. I'm just gonna say that's canon. And because of their craziness, they just decided to leave some prisoners behind to die, because that sounds pretty typical of them. I'm probably not gonna gain any likes from this, but I don't know. Like I said, I was just getting sick of this, and I was actually contemplating pretending I had like a data loss that made me lose all my data, but I felt like that would be a shitty thing to do. So I decided if I was gonna do something to end the series, I'm just gonna do it on camera. Yeah, everyone's getting infections. I want to see how long these people can just lay here. They definitely seem to be able to last quite a while. Yeah, it is quite remarkable how long some of these people that are in this mode can last. These two are dead. I think he still... I think he still had a... Yeah, I think he was still hanging on slowly. And they couldn't even take down a single mech. Well, you know what? Then they deserved it. And this fire is still raging. Mein Gott. Schrader. Well, you're gonna have a not good time, I think. They're just fleeing right away, aren't they? Oh, wow. Some guys with clubs are actually able to take down... That's crazy. Jeez, these two are still holding on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go right on and start a new series of this. I know, that's kind of a weird way to end a series, is purposely letting all my guys go crazy, but you know what? I'll say it's part of the story, because it was a colony of lunatics that eventually I'll say had a suicide pact and decided to off themselves. There's the canon story. And they're slowly starving to death. You know what? I could just show these people dying, but you know what? What the hell? Vector got up? How does that happen? I wonder if that's something the game does for letting you, if you wait long enough with downed people, I wonder if it just lets you do that. I guess it does, because I guess if someone doesn't have an injury that bad, and you get to this point in the game, there's still a bit of a chance of survival, but yeah, in this case, not so much. Exhaustion. Oh, really? You're exhausted now. Is that truly the case? Carlotte has collapsed due to extreme exhaustion. I don't know how she exactly collapsed. She's kind of been in that state for a while, and some traders come to an empty colony. Yep. I guess slowly we'll let... Oh, some friendlies are coming in to help. Three dudes. Somehow I don't think they're going to be doing much to help. Mechanoids are not exactly the caliber of people that... I don't know. These mechs aren't exactly able to be dealt with by 3 people, unless you've got 3 people with sniper rifles, of course. And you know what my next series is gonna be? I'm gonna do an ice cap survival, which you might say, okay, if you were struggling with the jungle, how do you really expect to survive on an ice cap? Well, for one, I'll use a lot of the stuff I learned in this series and a lot of the reacclimation with the game that I got through making these videos to, well, I'll put that all to use, of course. And I'll be a little bit less stupid, because I'll admit, I made this base kind of grandiose, I guess, grandiose, I don't know. How do you even say that word? It's kind of funny, because I don't think I've really heard someone use that word in a sentence. I've only read it. But, yeah, I'll admit I wasted a lot of stuff on these bases. I definitely learned that fuel generators are not the way to go, at least not for a long-term sustainable colony. So, yeah. I'm gonna actually do an ice cap survival, and I know I'm literally just talking now. I'm just waiting for these guys to die. Oh, they all died, didn't they? Now Jester is still hanging on. Jeez. The trading caravan. That's funny. Look at this, just a wake of, this is just massive amount of dead bodies these mechanoids have created. I realized I still could have survived, and I still could have honestly beat the game, but I felt like it would probably take me another like 20 parts just to beat the game, especially because research is a lot more of a long-term thing. It used to be the sort of thing that if you like set someone on research right away, you'd be done in probably like, you could honestly be done in probably like a year of the game's time. Yeah, it says 100, yeah, there we go. Everyone is dead or gone. The story is over. Perhaps someone else will find a use for the ruins of this place. You can keep playing your main menu. I don't know why you'd want to keep playing. I wonder if maybe people will just randomly come back to the colony if you decide to keep playing, but that's a poor decision, I think. So I just want to start fresh on a new map. So I realize that some people will probably be a bit pissed or annoyed at this way I ended this, but I don't know. I don't really care. And honestly, this is how I kind of go with games like this. A lot of times, if I find that I'm getting really pissed or bored with a certain map on a certain game, on a game like this, I'll just start fresh. And I realize I probably could have just been more stupid and purposely ended this earlier, but I decided to just kind of make it known that I wanted to end this. And it's actually funny because I'll admit this straight away. There was actually an earlier episode where right when I started, I was like attacked by another infestation. I think it was like part 18. And I just said, no, I'm not dealing with this shit. Because it was literally right after the first infestation. And I could have probably just let the episode end, or I could have probably let the series end there, because I don't think there would have been a very easy way for me to recover, because I think the infestation was like right here as well. So there wasn't really an easy way for me to recover from that. And I don't think I had enough manpower to deal with it even. And everyone who was on the base was crazy, so I could have actually ended it sooner. I just kind of didn't want to let it end like that, so instead I just decided to do suicide by mech. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and hopefully no one's too mad at me and you're willing to watch the next, I guess, series. And that one, okay, let me put it this way. I'm never going to end another Rimworld series like I did this one. This was just something I got so sick of this particular map and this particular group of individuals that I just decided to end it. So, I'll just say that. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.